Time for a check on your forecast. Here's Peyton.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at our coastline. This is one of our areas that's going to be pretty cloudy most of the day. So if you do plan on going there at all this weekend, not going to see as much sunshine as maybe some of our Central Valley locations. Mid to upper 40s, Lincoln City at 49 degrees. But yeah, pretty overcast there. Ocean Beaches mostly cloudy today and then turning wet tomorrow. I think really afternoon showers. So most of the morning will be pretty dry if you're there. A little warmer today as well. And ocean temperatures around 45 to 50 degrees. There also is a beach hazard statement out for sneaker waves. We actually had this hazard, I think, early last week, maybe even last weekend. So because there's an offshore storm, it interacts with high surf, and smaller waves can easily combine into one big wave. So they can easily sweep you off your feet, carry a large amount of sands, even debris. They've been known to carry whole logs and even smash people, unfortunately, if you're in its path. So really be careful. Never turn your back to the ocean waters today. It can catch you off guard. Here's a live look at our radar and that system we're tracking. It's an atmospheric river, but really impacting mainly Washington into Canada today. Not really going to impact us until overnight, really Sunday into Monday. So you can see shortly after dinner time, I think we'll start to see a sprinkle tomorrow evening, and then heading into about midnight or even early on Monday, a few sprinkles kind of lingering into the first part of the day. So 3 day total rather is about 1/4 of an inch for the metro, but elsewhere, especially along the coast, I think we could see those totals slightly higher, maybe about 1/2 inch. Coastal range, same thing. And anytime we have a western facing slope, so like the western facing coast range or the western facing Cascades, they tend to squeeze a lot of the clouds and rain out of the clouds rather, and so we'll likely see some higher totals there. Not so much in eastern Oregon, actually mostly dry if you're in Bend. Here's what's happening second half of this week. We have another system. This is Tuesday into Wednesday. Even though this thing looks kind of big and strong, it's actually not as strong. I think the one thing besides some light rain we'll see is likely some breezy conditions. It's actually Thursday, Friday that is our strongest system for the week. And so we're going to be watching those wind gusts, seeing if they get up to advisory criteria, and we'll decide if there's a first alert weather day. But definitely Wednesday, Friday should be on your radar.